what's happening again.
Beautiful. Goodbye, beautiful.
Josh.
Oh, God. Don't worry
He
about
put
it.
his webcam on and then turned it off again.
Oh,
Oh, no. No! No, he's so...
oh, God, you're killing Dion with it.
You die.
Too spicy?
No, I almost choked on a fucking piece of batter.
Please do not bulk on the chair.
The pork is trying to fight back.
Canal.
Why must this always be? Why has this become the new thing? No. Oh,
Yes. Oh.
there is no context for you all
Chaos.
watching this on YouTube. There is no
The
context.
chaos!
There will never be context.
No
You
context
cannot
for you
put
all.
context.
Okay, I feel like we've
Hello,
started this now
Runeterra.
before we do another 10 minutes long thing.
Okay,
'Cause it's
this is
already
all my
got past
fault.
the
I
minute.
am accepting this.
You're digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole.
No.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't stop. No, I sent the picture of the food I was making to my mum because she's over in Leeds,
Hmm.
and she just replied with a crying face emoji
F.
because
Should
all
have
she's
stayed
got
home.
because all she's got for tea is a bagel and some crisps.
What was that?
Oh, unfortunate
It
soul.
looked like a tiny fez. Okay.
Was that a Dodo Gama push?
It looked like it.
That did look like Dodo Gama.
Anyway, greetings everyone and welcome back to the Dark Tides of Runeterra. I've decided just to focus my eyes on the Roll20 so I don't get pulled away by any more cameras. Nonsense.
But nonsense is the best kind of sense.
It is, but it also means that we go on recording for 10 minutes worth of just laughing our heads off. So, I'm not gonna lie, I just blanked on what happened last time, despite the fact we were just on about it earlier. You all split off into two teams basically, as you discovered a bit more about the twins back in their home. Waffleberg, Stellara, and Alari went off to the tavern to have some words with the Sky Mother. Found some people that Delris may have hanged around with when she was a kid. And then had some choice words for...
Oh, you fucking... Sorry.
Yeah, some choice words like
Sorry. I just threw my hat. It landed on a garlic mayo-filled plate.
Your pet mimic was hungry, it's fine.
Yeah, some choice
I'm so
words for
sorry.
Sidrani, mainly because she tried to rope you into her war. And you decided, yeah, nah, we're gonna do this our own way. So you head back, you found a couple of the Winter Squad people scouting out the building, while Kuiper and the others found someone sneaking in, which turned out to be an old acquaintance that used to help out Alari and Delris back when they were younger, who got very scared when he kind of yeeted Mariah out the window thinking she was a bomb.
Yeah.
You decided to hand the baby Yeti over to him for safekeeping. And he mentioned that if you can, while on your travels, to keep an eye out for a certain creature that's... certain couple of creatures that's been leaving odd paw prints around.
Hmm.
And I believe we ended it there.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're all still in the building. some reason, none of your icons with you are still upstairs, except for the Poro. Well, to be fair, I think you all were upstairs because a lot of them were
We
trying to
were
listen in.
I
upstairs.
mean, actually, Potoo's on the roof. We're
Um,
in here. I don't think he ever came back
Kuiper was
inside.
also technically
did.
up, I suppose.
Oh yes, because you're looking through your familiar's eyes.
Being respectful for once.
Yes. So, Delris.
Yep.
As you're just taking in the whole mention and the whole idea that this is your childhood home, with the baby Yeti still clinging onto the small doll, as she is taken away by George.
We'll be back for you.
You kind of just see her wave a little bit, and then as soon as George disappears downstairs, you start to hear loud screaming.
Oh no.
It doesn't sound like panicked or angry or scared type thingy. It's just more like when a young one's been ripped away from the mother again. It's just that kind of screaming.
Oh.
You hear George like trying to calm down. And those that have a view outside, you see the Winter's Claw scouts just looking to each other like, the fuck is that noise?
Just a very loud thwack as she smacks him a couple times.
Pretty much it's just like a dunk dunk stab. Because if you remember, you put nails in her back.
Ah, yes, the sound of protest.
The sound of baby murder. So,
Just gonna throw. Oh, she's so cute.
you just hear like a little sigh. And then just like from the corner of the room, just while the eggplants be like, I was cute before she was. I was the cute one. Now I've been replaced.
No, the eggplants are jealous. That's cute.
I was kind of looking over to like the others, like,
Go coddle the vegetables before they get upset.
does actually indeed walk over and go, "It's okay, you're so cute."
I've gone past
Kuiper sort of
expiration
snaps back to
dates.
reality.
I mean, I
Kuiper will
wasn't
snap
gonna
back
say
to reality and
anything.
just go, where is... What?
I was like, I wasn't gonna say anything, but you do kind of smell pretty bad.
He just has a mold beard and mustache. Looks like an old man.
I'm old man eggplant. I've been alive for 5 days. What's your last
Where
one?
is-
5 days.
Where is the child?
Oh, George took her.
Sort of raises his head. Like,
Where's the child? Rebecca's over there.
George
wow.
took her.
No. No, I'm not over
That
there.
was the lowest blow of the night.
To be fair, we're constantly calling her a child anyway.
Oh, I had to get the joke in. I'm allowed it at least once per week.
I'm allowed it infinite times.
So, what are you all doing now?
What is the plan now?
We were going
Have some food.
Okay.
Eggplant.
I don't want to eat the eggplants.
We
Wait,
want to be eaten.
I don't want to eat them.
Consume.
Consume our soul.
There was
It's only a matter of time before they try to crawl down your throat. You know that, right?
That's a disturbing thought.
Turns out I've been playing the long con, and the eggplants are basically just like bug snacks.
What is the plan after food?
Well, we need to go to what's it called again? The place with the world ruin.
Valor's
Something keep? something
Ragan's
keep?
Reach.
Rygan's Reach.
Because
That's
you
it.
are in Valor's Hollow.
Rygan's Reach. Thank you, mysterious voice in my head.
You're welcome.
Not your sister.
My voice in my head just
Doesn't
connected
sound
me.
like my sister.
This hair isn't as comfy.
How did I get in here?
Oh no!
Ah, that's why yours was quiet on Saturday.
Got abducted.
Just here in the distance. Scotland forever!
No! No, we're not bringing Osiric into this.
Whoa!
So, no. I heard that.
Not today.
Not today.
So we need to. I guess we can eat, but then we need to head to Rygan's Reach.
So, what are you eating?
I mean, we could get food at the tavern.
Yeah, no, we can't.
We
You
can't.
said there are market stalls.
I
didn't
I
you?
mean, to be fair, we did piss the lady off, and I don't think it'd be very good for us to just walk right back in there.
There is a market.
Yes,
I
this is a
believe.
trader's town.
I mean, yes, we could go to the market, buy some stuff. I still have some cheese.
I have cheese.
Why do you have cheese?
Alari bought some for Nick.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
And she's already eating it.
I go well with trees.
Eggplant doesn't go well with cheese.
Eggplant parmesan, bitch.
What's you there, lads?
It's the cheese, lads.
No, it's like
Oh yeah, no, she bought some for Nyx, but Nyx still doesn't like me, even though I have cheese.
there's some like just Nyx is just hanging around freaking Kuiper's Zeeble just to be away from Delris.
Just quick. Am I loud enough?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kind of just like picks up Sharky, is like, you still love me.
And so does Draken.
Give Blink Dog head scratches.
Blink dog noise.
Bork Binork. Bork
Which
Bork.
is, which is funny given that it was supposed to be Phoeny's pet.
Yeah, but they never left with Phoenyrie.
Beanie just comes back and tries to be friends with their Blink.
Blink Dog's like, no, you abandoned me, father.
Just finishing
Yeah.
the whisper back a sec.
So I guess food, then Rygan's Reach.
The baby.
Sounds good to me.
The baby's
What
not here
about the
anymore.
baby?
The baby's gone. The baby's
I
gone.
swear I-
replaced by Poro.
I swear I saw it.
Speaking of
We
which,
do
where did
have
the
that
Poro
string.
vanish off to? I saw the Poro icon there. Don't you?
Someone knows what's going on in those trees.
Yes, that is a point. None of you can see the Poro around.
Good,
I mean,
Leslie
we're
was
inside.
gone.
Are any of us really worried though?
I mean, I think it's more worrisome that you don't see the Poro than that you.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna be fairly honest. Like, I would rather see the Poro than be like, fuck, where to go.
when the Poro's not on screen, everyone should be like, "Where's the Poro?" So,
No.
Particularly Kuiper.
so you all head into the markets then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Glamour first,
Yep. Mariah,
of course.
Yes.
glamour.
Yes.
Okay. So your Yordle friends glamour up, and you all head off to the markets. The screaming of the baby Yeti getting a bit more distant as you do so, as George takes them the other direction.
It hurts my soul.
And as you get to the market, it's quite busy, quite bustling. Several stands, uh, just selling pretty much anything you can think of. There's stands where it's just selling trinkets and items from the Freljord for tourists. There's food stands, obviously. There's stands selling livestock. There's even
You
like
shouldn't have mentioned that.
there's even ones where it's like selling hand carved furniture and such. I shouldn't have mentioned them selling livestock. Oh look, they're selling the little mammoth things. Oh look, there's a dragon shadow.
Dragon Shadow?
Don't worry about it. You mentioned there's some Solari stalls as well. Or are they all Solari stalls?
Is there what?
You mentioned that some of the stalls were run by Solari last time.
English.
English.
There are a couple of Solari there selling their wares. It's when it's like a trade market kind of thing. It's mainly friendly audience selling stuff, but it's also people from outside selling stuff to the friendly audience.
Yeah.
So yes, there are a couple of Solari stands. One of which just seems to be selling actual Targon treats and food from there. The other one is quite literally. Do you know, like you see the religious stands some when you go to Manchester and that lot, where they're like
Yeah.
trying to sell you on the religion.
Doom! Doom!
Pretty much think that, but it's people try to convert people to the Solari way.
No, do you not remember when I went
Oh, no.
when we were in Manchester and they gave me a freaking thing, a Doomsday leaflet, and I was
Oh yeah.
like, "No thanks," and they were like, "Take it." And I was like, "Okay."
I'm quite like you see some of them just like handing out like leaflets when people go by. You see like a lot of fairly audience take a leaflet and they'll just scrunch it up when they're out to sight and just toss it to one side.
Okay.
You see one of them just like go up, get a leaflet. It's like, oh yeah, no, I'll have a look at this. Goes up to the livestock thing and just feeds it to a goat.
Quick, don't let them know we're apples.
Just kind of there, like looking at the food stalls.
You will also see among the people there selling stuff, someone from Piltover who's selling what seems to be like little clockwork things, like little clockwork trinkets.
Mhm.
And even though he doesn't have a stall set up, you swear you can see someone that definitely looks Zonite just wandering around and just keeps going up to people, just like whispering and going like, "Hey, buddy, you want to buy some of these?" And just kind of opens up the trench coats a bit, just to like show some wares just on the inside.
Waffleberg is going to walk up to this gentleman
Oh my god.
and he's going to put his arm around his shoulder and he's going to do the same thing. You want to buy some of these? And there is just, as he lifts his thing up, there is just a crap ton of just bottles, badges, and whatnot as Waffleberg looks at him.
Well, I think we can try and do some kind of trade. Are you interested in any of these? And he'll do the same thing, and it's just drugs. He's basically just a drug dealer.
Tell me, what brings a clanker like you to a place like this?
Yeah, quite literally. There's a war going on here, ain't it? People want a nice distraction from a war. What better way to get a distraction than some of these?
Does he have the spider insignia?
Make me an investigation.
I imagine he's just there, like, lifting up his shirt, like, moving his clothes around,
I
like...
mean, on one hand, it is Waffleberg. You're not telling me Waffleberg wouldn't be doing that if need be. With the 12, you think you see one at first, but as he moves his sleeve a bit more, it's quite literally just like... It looks like... Do you know, like, when people get tattoos where it makes it look like cracked glass and that lot? Like the skin's cracked? It's that kind of tattoo.
Ah,
He's going to make an insight on you, just see if he spots you. Plus... That? He doesn't. He's too busy trying to peddle drugs to you.
What about some drugs?
sadly, I'm not in the market for drugs, but I am in the market for information.
Oh, information I think I can do.
I've noticed several of a particular individual within the area. Well, two actually. One being a Kim Baron, the other being Singed. Would you know anything about this?
Let me see about that. I mean, yeah, I've heard rumours of someone going around with a big shield that automatically assume that's Besinged, and, well, as soon as his name comes up, you know as well as I do, you avoid that shit like the plague.
Oh yes, we do avoid that shit like the plague. But are you the only one around? Or are you working with a company?
No, this isn't my own stock. If you're on about the other Ken Baron that's around, though, last I heard, I think he's actually working a bit in league with that Singed fella.
Really?
Yeah, something about he gets a pay cut from whatever Singed is doing, and in return he's supposed to be bringing something for Singed.
Do you know what this something is?
Oh, what was that name again? Something, something to do with the local wildlife or some kind of myth. I don't know. To be honest, I think Singed just gave him the runaround just so he could get some of that Ken Baron's money.
Perhaps, but I'm interested by the workings of my fellow barons. But in any means, you did give me information, and I will in turn pay you. I will. Waffleberg will hand him over 2 gold pieces. He will pat him on the back. The tattoo that is like, is it a tattoo or is it just the skin is really dry?
It's a tattoo.
Does that tattoo align to any faction it's on?
Not that you're aware of.
Okay. Waffleberg will pat him on his back, and then look at him. Keep up the good business, and then he will walk back to the group.
Hey, thank you too, sir. Thank you too. He'll move back on to try and sell it to other people that come by. And you notice a lot of them are just trying the best to ignore him. They're just like trying to brush him off and go past him.
Yes. As Waffleberg walks back to the party. So, we have more than just Singe to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
An associate that could be troublesome. Just know that we should not suspect that Singed is alone at the moment. He has quite possibly informants with him of some sort.
I really hate that guy pops up wherever we go. He's like a weed.
Who's this? Sorry, I might have missed that.
Singed.
The other guy. Or do we not know?
You don't know any name. They've just mentioned a potential Ken Baron. Or
Yeah.
associate.
Ah.
That's where the Poro was.
The moment that the Poro pops out of Waffleberg's pocket, Waffleberg's gonna grab it, look at it, toss it to the side.
So, is there any? I know that you said you're going to the. I know that you said you're going to the food stall, Delris.
Mm.
Any in particular, or fairly ordering food?
I feel you're doing food.
Yep. It's hearty meat, like big chunks of meat that need cooking up. Some dried meat that has obviously been like smoked and prepared for long travel. Doesn't really seem to be too much when it comes to like plant food. There are cheeses though. There are a lot of cheeses and what seems to be large containers of milk.
Milk.
Yes, milk. Freshly squeezed this morning. Are you interested in any?
I'll take some of those meat kebabs over there.
Alright, some meat kebabs. The meat kebabs, it's like, do you know like where normally it's like meat peppers, and that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
This is more like meat, different kind of meat, a block of cheese, some other meat. What
Yeah.
seems to be like a
Actually sounds pretty good.
like a giant cube of turnip at the bottom. Finest meat, that's Druvask meat there, and Elnuck meat, Elnuck cheese.
How much?
Oof. For all this lot, we can call it oof, 10 gold. Enough to feed you and your
Everybody?
party there.
Okay.
And you know what? Because me wife's been baking these and giving your little friend there, we'll hand you over what seems to be a small circular biscuit that seems to have like a jam swirl going through it.
I'll hand it to Mariah.
Right?
Yes.
You're given a Poro snack.
Oh, I didn't know it was a photo
Oh
snack.
wow, my favorite thing to eat. I love this kind of food. I love being pet of
Wait,
this
no,
food.
that's not for you.
I'm going to eat it. You can't stop me now. It is too
I'm
late.
going to
It
take
is
it
going
away.
into my
I'm
mouth.
going to take it
Into my
away.
mouth. It is
I'm
going
taking
into
it
my mouth.
away.
It is nom nom nom
Meanwhile-
nom. It is.
Meanwhile, it is being
eaten.
absorbed into the Mariah.
No, I'm taking it away.
I'm just
And have
imagining
it back.
this little fight going on as you're just tugging back and forth going, no, give it back. No, I'm already eating it. It is mine. No.
No.
Pinco, you can make me a perception.
Oh,
Mhm.
where is the thing? There's the thing.
There's a Poro snack and they're fighting over it.
Oh shit, that's the save.
I
Eh.
mean, it's a +2, so I don't think you're getting your proficiency to it, so it should be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same,
Oh.
so we can take the 19. You two, as you're fighting over this Poro snack, just see the small bundle of fluff and straw just flying towards it, just latches on as a third party.
Mariah, let go.
Oh, but I wanted to eat it.
It's for the Poro.
Fine, Poro can eat.
As you're saying this, Mariah, you feel something hop out your hair and scuttle down and latch onto the other end.
Oh dear.
It's
It's a
Poro.
Poro on Poro violence.
I'll just kind of let go of it and just kind of go, does your wife have any more of those?
I didn't realise you had two. Yeah, here you go.
Thank you. Kind of
Hang on.
nudges.
Just to make sure,
Oh.
just to make sure. He'll hand you a third one.
Oh, thank you very much.
Just because
I'll
I
just
feel like that
Secretly a
one there
plus
is going to be
dice
so.
tomorrow.
I feel like your child there is going to be sulking if you don't get one.
Probably.
Just kind of
Just
nudges
as,
the Poro.
just as you hand it to her, Waffleberg's just going to grab it out of her hand.
She just kind of puts a hand on her forehead and is like,
As the Poros get their Poro snacks.
I'm putting mine in my hat.
Okay, so as Pinco puts theirs in the hat for later. Delris, Waffleberg, and Mariah, you watch as the scarred Poro just wolfs down, and you see him grow in size.
Oh,
If I eat a world, will I become big?
No,
I don't
well,
think that's how it works.
yes and no. It's more a case of that's just how it works with Poros. No one's really sure why.
Either way, they've got their Poro snacks. Everyone else gets a kebab.
Okay.
So we know that's where they were. Where is Potoo in all this?
He was just kind of watching from a distance.
Okay, where is
throwing his.
He was highly
Throwing a
amused by that.
fucking- Just throwing a fucking kebab at Potoo's head.
Oh, goody. Dex save. See if I can catch it.
I mean, yes,
Just the monk there, like,
they're good. Okay,
That is a 26.
a 26. Okay.
That is what
catch your kebab.
20.
It's one of those things where you're not even looking fully and you just kind of catch it between your fingers.
Just glances at freaking Alari Delris.
Delris.
So,
Yeah.
They're like,
Kuiper,
Yep.
is you and Alari, not Alari, Stellara, head on over to the Targon stall. The two Solari that are. Which one are you heading to, by the way? Is it the one handing out the pamphlets, or the one that's giving out, that's selling stuff?
Staying well away from the religion one, going to the stall.
Okay, so these two are less clearly dressed as Solari, but you still see their insignia. And it generally seems to be stuff carved out of purple gemstones that they're selling, as well as golden trinkets, mainly all revolving around the Solari.
Cool. Do
You
any of
even-
them look inherently magical?
Make me an Arcana.
This always happens.
Yes, there's one that looks particularly magical to you. It's a golden
It's
sun
like
lying on the
Mariah's
remains of a
face.
cracked moon.
Okay. Well, I thought it'd be. Well, you thought it'd be Targon stuff here, so we will begin to walk away like nothing happened.
as soon as he
As
kind
you-
of comes back over to the group, I'll give him a kebab.
Make me a perception as you're walking away.
Perception.
Hi, Fritz.
Right. And
You don't even see you don't even see Pinco sneaking up. Well, Lyra doesn't see Pinco sneaking up. Kuiper, you're well aware of Pinco sneaking after you. You're also aware, just about, of one of the Solari people that you were just at the stall of. Talking to the one, and be like, that one there seems to have Targaryen features.
ignore question mark. Walks faster, maybe.
Given you're walking
Looks
faster,
like they're
they're
going to
gonna
be in
insight you
loose.
with disadvantage. No. As far as they're concerned, they just think you're Targonian, but they don't know. Pinco's gone to the stall though.
E.
You see all the Targonian stuff for sale. You see the two Targonians talking smack about Kuiper. Just being like,
Table!
bit unusual seeing another Targonian out here and not being behind the stall. Didn't even have a Solari mark on them. With the 18. The only thing that really has a magical resonance of all these things are anything carved from the purple gems.
What is carved from purple gem?
Seems to be carvings of the constellation creatures. So you got something that looks like a snake, something that looks like a rhino, something that looks like a ram, that kind of situation. They seem to be
damn it.
buried more towards the back as well, just purely because it looks more like they're selling them for other people that live in Targon rather than it's their own gear.
Okay.
Whereas the Solari stuff, that's up front and center.
Hmm. Pinco's gonna look around. Are there a lot of people around?
Eh, there's a few people around the stall just looking at the items. You can hear a couple of them actually mutter to themselves going, "Oh yeah, no, that gold looks valuable and all, but it'd be better melted down and used for this."
Pinco's gonna climb onto the table and
Okay.
just act like a wild Poro. But the shopkeeper that is closest to me, I believe it's.
They'll be keeping an eye on you as you hop onto the stall. And they'll be like,
Okay.
"Is this one any of yours? Is this any of your pet?" They'll just be like, "No, it's not ours."
Hey, why did it do that? There.
Mind sliver.
There we go. Hey.
Okay.
I'm just like sniffing the table, but
Oh no.
I'm attacking one of them for insulting him.
They pass.
Poro just
They'll-
knocks a bunch of stuff off the table, steals one of the gems, and runs off into the forest.
One of them will just like flinch slightly, and the other one will just get up, just be like, "Hey, that thing's stealing some of our property, that." And she'll actually get up from behind the counter and chase after it. The other one will just slowly get up. "I think that thing just tried to attack me." And will also get up and give chase.
Oh dear.
The rest of you'll have heard and seen that commotion, and you'll see the other two Solari just walk up and sit behind the counter this time, just to keep an eye on the goods.
Just kind of there, like,
Go on.
go on. Just kind of stood there watching this entire thing, going,
We can't go anywhere.
I will do a quick roll to see which one you have stolen, by the way. Let me just quickly look to see which ones there were for this. Because I know it's the celestial cards, but it's mainly the thingy ones we're looking at. So you got the rhino, the dog, the serpent, the scourge, and well, the charger and the trickster. So that is 6. Let's see what you get. Slash R1d6.
just kind of like, this is all happening as Kuiper's walk back over, just hands a kebab down, is just like,
You have stolen the gemstone shaped like the scourge. Scourge.
Oh.
Delris is just there like,
Then. Yup. Into the
Uh,
forest.
Would you believe me if I said we had nothing to do with that?
Ooh, one of them.
The one,
Damn.
the one, the initial one, is struggling, but the one that you tried to attack just starts tracking you.
They're out for blood.
It's just like, yep, no, I know exactly where this one's gone. Just follow the little paw prints.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Oh no.
This is the point where I'm like, I haven't statted these guys up, but at the same time, they are Solari, but they are not as finely dressed as actual Solari would be, so I'm
The
going to say that
Poros
hits.
I imagine they'd have civilian stats.
Yeah. They don't have their Solari armor on like the other two, so yeah, I'd say that one hits.
Okay. I think it's just that, right? Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, just that. So, and the Poro's just gonna fire an Eldritch Blast out of a bush and then run. Distraction.
So, yes. You're hearing a lot of commotion happening from the distance, everyone at the thing.
just kind of looks through. It's like, we don't need to go over there, do we?
I'm not sure.
Does anyone actually care about what happens to that thing?
Potoo, you said that you were looking at the other stalls.
Yes.
Like, we know it's just gonna show up again somewhere, so.
He offered me cupcakes.
As you're looking through the other stalls, there's quite clearly one that's a bilge water stand. They're just
This is
there
like having
selling the
a baby
finest
Potoo.
rums.
Wouldn't mind getting small fleas.
This is like having a baby Potoo. All the stealing.
I don't steal as much as you say I do.
There we go.
I'm not gonna say what you've stole out here.
Okay, they're making a perception on that.
What?
No, not that on you, Pinco. Because Potoo and Delris are having that shouting back and forth as Potoo's quite literally stood at a bilge wall to get onto.
I mean, it's Bilgewater people. I'm pretty
He'll just
sure
be
it
there
won't
going,
be.
okay, first things first, I'm keeping an eye on you. Not stealing this shit.
Oh, no, I have every intention of buying your rum.
You're from Bilgewater as well, ain't you?
Yeah.
I can recognize the insignia. Ah, good. That means you can see the other wares. By other wares, I mean, well, this. You'll slide what seems to be like a little, like a stack of papers towards you.
Casually page leafs through the papers, curious.
They're wanted posters.
Oh.
Anything interesting?
Yes, there is actually. As you're flicking through the papers, trying to find something, you find one quite clearly labelled paying 5,000 gold per Yordle.
Mm-hmm. I have zero interest in Yordle selling. Anything better than that?
Let me think about that. Is there any other bounties there? There just seems to be the usual type of ones, just asking around for certain crooks that you doubt are going to be in the Freljord. There's one or two that you may suspect are part of Gangplank's people. There's a couple actually asking to find certain Noxians to bring to Bilgewater for the crimes. And then you come across one of them. A wanted poster for the twins.
Every single fucking time.
It should be noted,
Yeah.
this one was quite near the back and is quite the wanted poster, which you could tell by it being quite yellowed out.
I suppose I'll just casually take and roll that one up. Is there any other ones?
Yeah, oddly enough, there's one for you.
Really?
Seems to be quite a recent one as well. It's just wanted dead. Bring proof of kill, sword. By issue of L.
Casually taking that one as well.
Ledros just puts a bounty on your fucking head for the sword.
Ledros is getting tired of my shit.
Ledros is getting tired of chasing you around the fucking Runeterra.
I mean, there was quite a few other bounties as well, but you got to filter through them, you know? Certain ones where they come over a few years old, you got to get rid of because the person's probably dead by that point. And I, of course, take any out for anyone in too high a standing or anyone that's going to be too much of a risk or a danger. So I remove all the ones that are like Chem Barons and such. It brings too much trouble trying to get a bounty on a Chem Baron, you know?
Oh, tell me about it.
Oh, hello, Waffleberg. When did you get here?
I mean, I've been with you guys this entire time.
We're not all grouped up.
Not well. No, I've been walking with, like, in the market.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been with you, and this is like.
You're walking between stalls.
No, I walked to the dude, and I came back to you guys. And I mean, you guys are together, and I'm with you two. Three, I guess.
We're not together.
Oh, you're not together.
No.
Then never mind. I'm not here. I'm
we're a
with
bit of a-
Alari and Delris still.
I'm just imagining just Waffleberg shouting it.
I'm with you and
There is one last poster there that does catch your eye, Potoo. It's compared to the rest, which are quite nice headshots, or like a silhouette of them, because it's people that don't know what exactly they look like, such as the Yordle one. There is one that is a very crudely, very badly drawn picture. And I want you to roll me a nature on it.
just a fucking Poro.
It's not a Poro. It's
It's
not
a
a Poro putting out a
21.
bounty on snacks. You look at
No,
the
I'm just
design.
saying it's our Poro.
You look at the design. You look at the snout, the horns, the general build. And your mind races back to both Ionia and Piltover. This is a bounty poster asking for rune Keans.
Oh.
But the
Oh,
picture
but,
definitely looks like it was drawn by some child or something like that. Or someone with very bad artistic stylings.
I'm probably going to go with the second option, considering the fact that I don't think a child would be setting up a thing like this. Unless they're a really twisted child.
It's a dead or alive poster. And the reward is to be determined upon delivery. Signed, the King.
Elvis?
And it should be noted, it's not D as in THE, it's D as in DA space King.
I just imagine the one out on the twins isn't even like a bad one. It's just Draven.
Oh, no. Yeah, you clearly would have seen an S sign for that one, Potoo.
Yeah. Well, I suppose I'll take
Oh,
the
well,
third
yeah.
one that
No,
catches
that
my
makes
eye.
sense.
But I'll let you roll a history on that one if you want to, Potoo. On the twins one. Given I should have.
15.
Judging by the aged look of the poster, you probably think this was issued shortly after the twins escaped.
Hmm.
So this is an old poster. This is before you even met the twins.
Well, I suppose I'll waggle it a little bit at the person. This one seems a bit old.
Oh yeah, no, that one was coming up for being cycled out actually.
Huh. You want me to take care of it for you?
Well, I mean, if you can find them, sure, you can try and go for it. See if the person will still be upholding the price.
Dude just kind of shrugs.
You kind of got a Poro in your coat there. Just look like a odd little Poro.
Just looks at Pinco. If anything's missing, Furball, I'm going to eat you.
And he'll watch it. So, yeah, you're buying any of the rum then?
I would love some rum. What kind do you have? And for how much?
Well, it depends on the size of the bottle and the strength you want, really.
Hmm.
If you're just after the basic strength, it's 5 gold for your regular, 10 gold for your large. For your extra strength, 10 gold for regular, 15 gold for large.
How about a large extra strength?
That'd be the 15 gold.
Yep.
Yep, and he will hand you a large, extra strong rum. The
Awesome.
large ones
And he
do
gets
have
his
like
50.
enough for 15 tankards worth. So these are
Lovely.
large things. You kind of get the feeling the large ones are meant for like a party size situation.
It's not so big that I can't carry it, right?
With some help. Yeah, you should be able to
Hmm.
carry it as long as you take your time. Because it's not like you're going to be lugging this thing around all the time while it's at full weight. Because something tells
Well,
me the party's going to be sharing in some of this when you have food.
yes. Just kind of puts it over one shoulder. Nods politely, and now we're going back to the party with my rum.
Okay. So as you head back to the party, everyone, you see Potoo just approaching with what seems to be a few rolled up pieces of paper and a large container of rum.
He just kind of hands Delris the freaking wanted poster ever. Figured you'd like this. It's pretty old, so they were getting ready to cycle it out.
It's kind of like,
Signed S as well.
Yes. One of these is for
Who
me,
said
and then
that?
What?
what?
Someone said signed S as well.
Stellara!
Yeah, Stellara.
Oh.
You having trouble recognizing Stellara's voice, dear?
No, it's because, like, I don't know. It was just the entire thing of, like, yeah, wait.
I mean, I have been a bit silent, but it's because, you know, kind of snidely tries to motion over to the Targon table. That's kind of making me a bit uncomfortable.
It's fine.
Targon swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion.
Well,
Yeah.
Mariah, As you're looking towards
Yes.
the giant container of rum, your stomach's doing backflips. You remember the last couple of times. Not your stomach's doing backflips, not just Maya just looks at the tank and starts backflipping.
What? Hi, by the way.
Welcome back. So you've got your food, you've got some drink, you've got
Food.
somewhere you can go back to have it all. Is there anything else you wanted to do here before you head off?
I mean, we should probably find some transport, I guess.
Oh, that reminds me,
It's not.
Potoo.
Hmm?
When Pinco entered your court, you would have seen that their hat is slightly larger than normal.
Oh no, they wouldn't.
Huh?
Hmm.
Is that not where you hid
Pinko's
your...
hat is a hat of holding.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, so they kind of just like that's why they have so many
Yeah.
Poro snacks in there.
Okay. So, yeah, that's fine then. So, transport is somewhere out at the front, where they've got like the carts and the wagons and such still. A couple of caravans. And as
Mhm.
you're heading out there, Kuiper, you're going to feel a hand on your shoulder.
What flavor of hand?
Gauntleted hand.
Grape flavored.
I'll look up at them.
It's one of the Alari that were handing out the flyers. Because I rolled perceptions on them, and one of them got a nat 20 on you.
Gonna nod.
Mind if we have a bit of a talk?
What is the
Did we notice this happening?
You can make me perceptions.
what is the
I rolled
gem
a
called
19.
again?
What is the what again, sorry?
The gem called again?
It is a purple gem of the... I forgot what it was now. Restore, what was it called? The Scourge.
Scourge.
You can roll me a... Net... No, I'm going to say an Arcana check on this. Because this wouldn't be really a natural creature, if I recall. Or it might be, I don't know, actually. Give me a chance. I need to try and work what this is out. Yeah, I know it's stats, but I need to figure out if these things are natural or if they are... Okay, so technically, yeah, I was gonna say nature. Give me nature.
Me?
Yes,
Oh,
given you're the one that stole it.
a 5.
Yeah, you don't know what it is, you just think it's giant, funny, twisty shapes.
Mm-hmm. It's fine now, though.
My funny
Uh,
twisty shapes now.
so yes, Potoo and Delris, you've noticed.
I'll just kind of stop and turn around and go up next to Kuiper. Is like, do we have an issue here?
Oh, no,
I'll be
no.
on the other side.
You just wanted a chat.
Indeed, just a friendly
A
chat.
friendly chat.
Just a friendly
Eh.
chat with a fellow Targonian.
Friendly chat. You wouldn't mind us tagging along then? Ah!
Waffleberg's calling.
You won't mind us tagging along, would you? Oh.
Oh,
Well, I
God.
figured this would be better between just us Targonians.
I think it'd be better that he didn't go anywhere alone with you.
They are more my friends than you are just for being Targonian. So if you don't mind, we can't comply, I'd rather leave.
My biggest question then is, what's a Lunari doing all the way out here?
Looks around obliviously.
Come now, I know what you are. quite obvious. The pale complexion, the magical aura. Obviously Lunari.
I'll just kind of step in front of him at this point and is like,
Whatever your grievances with whatever's going on back home, it doesn't apply for shit out here. Touch him and you're gonna have much more problem. You're gonna have a much more serious problem.
Sort of peeks out from behind Alari with a finger, just like, not anymore, friend.
What do you mean, not anymore? Have you renounced your heathenous ways?
Sure, let's leave.
She's going to incite you. Has Kuiper renounced the Lunari faith, by the way?
Yes and no. Mostly yes.
Okay. So I'm not going to have you roll a deception on that then. I will have you roll a persuasion.
Okay.
Oh yeah, pen goes in Potoo's coat pocket.
That, but also like at the word
Damn.
of heathenistic ways, there's just deep laughter from Potoo's pockets. Like an evil laughter.
So what you're saying then is, you're ready to embrace the light.
No, I hate you as much as anyone else.
Explains why you're not in Targon anymore then.
He just
I mean,
nods with like a half frown.
It's quite obvious you're not part of the other sects. You're not strong enough to be part of the warriors.
Sort of shrugs and half nods.
at this point, I'll just kind of be going, we're going.
Fine.
We need to be leaving.
She just like wave her hand off to you all, just like, fine, I've got no beef with anyone that's not a heathen anymore, even if they don't follow the light. At least they don't follow the dark.
Thank you for not shoving your religion down our throats. Potoo just thumbs up, picks up freaking Kuiper, and walks back to the rest of them.
Like, Delris will give them a kind of withering glare as she's kind of walking away.
Stellara just slowly turns, it's like, I'm just glad they didn't spot me there.
I'm very
Yes, well,
impressed they
don't turn
didn't.
around.
Yeah, it's kind of they're kind of dumb. And that's coming from me.
It's because I rolled through both of them. Nat 20 on Kuiper, but I only got a 6 on Stellara.
What gave you
Stellar.
legs?
I don't know.
Well, it is the whole complexion thing, plus I do believe they are Solari scouts. They're going to be quite used to spotting people like us.
Makes sense.
Although you must be better at hiding it than he is.
Next time you insult one of my friends, I'm going to punch them in the face.
Yes, a shiny fist to the face.
I mean, I appreciate it.
Show them the true power of sun.
Kind of sunbolt.
Draw the true power of sun. Okay, then they finally just call down a giant sunbeam on you.
I summon sunbolts with my hand, bitch.
Are they still in range, actually?
Yeah. You're just about walking away from the thingy to go to the front, so yeah.
Seeing as Potoo's got hold of me, I'm gonna sort of see if they have any more intentions with detect thoughts, like if they have intentions of following us or not.
You do detect thoughts. As they sit down, they're just there going, another one we could have brought to the light, but didn't. Such a shame, but at least they're not going to be damned.
Frickin' Potoo could cast prestidigitation, I would have turned them purple.
So you head to the outside area of the markets where the caravans and carts are.
Yep.
Any type of transport in particular looking for out of those, or just are you looking for one that it be someone taking you there, or a transport of your own?
I mean, it's probably better if it's transport of our own, to be honest.
Okay. So as you head over, one of them flags you down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Notice you're looking around there. You have the transport, is it?
Yeah. What?
No, sorry, I was just laughing at that. Just Pinco and Kuiper. You after someone taking you there and back, or
Nah.
okay, so you're going to be wanting transport with. Have you got your own method of power, so to speak?
Method of power.
Uh, Locomotion, an animal to pull it.
Mm, kind of. No.
Hmm. Well, I'm sure we can do something along that way with that. Maybe some kind of deal. Give you something, one of them for a bit cheaper, since it's a bundle.
Mm,
So, how many of them are there? How many are you?
well, there's me. There's Waffleberg. There's Kuiper. There's Potoo. There's Mariah. There's Delara.
Sorry, did you say Mariah?
Mariah, yeah.
Which one of you is Mariah?
It's like, wait, before we tell you, what did she do?
Depends if it's the same Mariah.
Oh god.
He'll just wander
Hi.
over to you, Mariah. Just kind of drag you behind what seems to be one of the caravans.
Hey, hey, hey.
It's fine if you want to come
Oh,
as well.
Cool, I'm coming.
And as you do so,
oh, secret stuff.
he is going to wave his hand, and he's going to dismiss your glamour temporarily. I thought so. Yordles.
What?
Yordles. You didn't know she was a Yordle?
How did you put Mariah and Yordle together? Who are you?
Uh, just a simple caravan salesman.
Alright. This is getting an insight.
Yeah, same.
I'm going to
That
be
is a dirty
kidnapped.
20.
Not again!
Not again. Delris, yes again. Pinco? Well, first, you pass. Potoo, what did you get?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, so Pinco and Potoo, unless someone else is rolling as well. Alfedraz, no.
Nope. Kuiper is through Lyra right now.
Yeah. So Pinco and Potoo. I mean, he seems genuine when he says he's just a simple caravan salesman.
Nothing's that simple if you know a Yordle.
The biggest. Oh, that's okay. Take care. So he's going to look to you. Oh yes, nothing simple when it involves a Yordle. Especially one that took your bits of a caravan to make her gun?
Hi, go brr. Do you want to see it?
I'd like to see the caravan it would have become.
Here it is, and she'll pull out the gun.
Are you aiming at her?
No, it's just
Okay.
kind of to the side, kind of like more pointing down than anything.
As long as he knows that you're not threatening him. Yeah, look,
Look!
you see this? You see this? And he will tilt it to one side. See the name you've inscribed on it. I can't believe you just took me initials and just defaced it like that.
It's a work of art.
Edwin Dwight Darfield. That is my name, EDD, and yet you changed it to El Destructor de Dimensions.
Yeah, that's what it stands for.
So wait, your initials are Ed?
Yes. That is why I'm called Ed's
Uh-huh.
Caravans.
Interesting.
Your caravan has slain many, many bad people. Are you proud?
I would have been proud if it was touring people around like it was supposed to be. I never wanted to invent a death machine.
It's not a death machine. It just puts people to sleep. Forever.
I believe that is what they call death, yes.
It's called putting them out of their misery.
It's called making them not alive.
It's called
Just as long
committing
as the other thing
arson,
is-
not arson, homicide.
You call committing arson? No, that's
Doesn't
Sundays.
make it any better.
I think it was a good profit, this.
And this is why I don't go back to Bilgewater.
Uh,
Well, you've got to be careful in Bilgewater.
Yes, someone will apparently steal your caravan and turn it into a gun.
Oh,
Do
that's
you
the
have a
least of
gun?
it.
I do, but I tend not to use it on customers. Which,
I could make you one out of a caravan.
Now, how did a caravan become a gun?
Well, it was going to be a caravan, but then I made it into a gun.
look, can we just, like, you know, buy it, but do this deal?
as long as you get her out of my hair afterwards, yes.
Yeah, we're kind of on a time limit.
Yes,
Here,
there is an
have
emergency
one
bill.
piece of gold. That's my sorry. Have one piece of gold. There you go.
Mariah's being extra sassy today.
Yes.
I haven't even let her have any of the rum.
Here's my apologies to you, flicks coin in his face.
I am sorry. I hope that pays back for the caravan.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but you know,
Okay, so caravan that seats 6 people, including room for pets as well.
And room for making guns.
Mariah.
You see his eye violently twitch.
It's like, Mariah, you're not helping right now.
It's funny.
I get that you find it funny, but we do need transport.
You all can roll.
Oh
Might
yeah,
be
we're here
tight.
for transport, not guns. Sorry.
You all can roll me an Arcana on him as he's saying this, given he is letting down his guard a bit.
Yes!
My
Another
God.
dirty 20.
Okay, so Mariah, yes. Kuiper, yes. Delris, no. Potoo, yes. Pinco, no. Yeah, he's got some kind of glamour on.
Are you who you are?
Yes.
You also a Yordle?
What? No.
Oh, you got a
know
glamour
what
on.
it's like to have a glamour on.
Of course I got a glamour on. Have
You
you seen these people around here?
What do you mean the people around here?
Look, there's giant bear people wandering around. Of course I'm gonna be glamoured.
What, are you a fish person?
No.
eggplant?
Fish people don't really survive too long out here, given the code. No, I'm not an eggplant either.
Some kind of a stallion?
Pretty much, yes.
What are you then?
He will drop his glamour. And the best way to describe it is, he's like a long-tailed ferret person.
No.
Hang on. For those that know the Legends of Runeterra cards, think the pool shark person. I'll throw it into D&D chat for you to get an idea of what this guy looks like.
He's so cute.
And given I can't be bothered to do the whole upload thing, doop, boop. Oh yes, that's some fun
Delris
stuff
tried
for
to.
people.
You
to
are
look.
now my best friend.
You're so cute.
I
Delris
love
tried to
it.
refrain from hugging.
Love it. It's like, oh, you know, and then I'll paste that to get that to there, and it didn't work.
But I want to hug.
There we go.
Why don't you hug Kuiper instead?
He's not as fluffy.
That's what it looks like. One of those guys. So,
I'll have you note. Never mind.
he'll just
He's
look.
not as fluffy.
I think it's quite obvious why I glamour. I
Can I
look
hug
like a
you?
snack to them. What?
Can I hug you?
Please do not demean me.
But you're cute.
Oh, you're quite handsome for a furry.
Is there anyone else I can deal with that can finish off this transaction?
I mean, there's her sister, but that's only if they want to.
How much for this stupid card?
Who
Did
said
the
that?
Poro just talk?
Looks dead at Pinco.
Turns around and whispers in the man's ear. How much?
Is the Poro talking?
Don't ask questions.
Yeah,
No.
we're not
don't know
entirely
that.
sure if it's a Poro anymore.
We don't know either, dude.
Let me see. Between. Oh, that look. Wow. Caravans are cheaper than I thought they'd be. I just looked it up. Apparently, caravans are 100 gold pieces.
That's not so
So,
bad.
we're going to call it 100. We're going to call it 175 gold. And that gets you the caravan and 2 L-Nooks to pull it.
He hands him 200 gold and tells him to keep the change. Buy himself something nice. And then the Poro jumps off of his shoulder
I think I'll be buying
and
myself some
gets
of that.
onto the caravan.
I think I'll be buying myself some of that strong rum after all this.
Delris just gives him.
Rum? Eh.
You know, between that one trying to open me out of nowhere and that one, just that one points to Mariah.
Got a pretty good deal from it.
I did, but still.
Gives the ferret a hug.
You're so fluffy.
Bad touch, bad touch.
She's not crushing you, is she?
Little bit.
Hmm?
Good lord. Mass robot.
Oh,
Hug, hug.
Master Robot.
There was
Hey.
a master robot.
Oof.
Mm.
He'll be like, yeah, he's crushing a bit. She's crushing me a bit.
Delris,
But
try not to crush him.
lets up the hole a little bit.
Yep.
Sorry.
Better.
Better.
You're
Give me a
so
moment.
cute.
Give me a moment. He'll put his glamour back on.
I can still feel your fur.
Not in public.
Well, it's either this or she implodes.
As long as she takes Mariah with her, I don't care.
No
Kind of
worries
lets him
there.
go.
And he will head off to get himself a stiff drink.
Bye, friend.
Middle finger as he walks off.
Okay, friend.
Yes, this means we're friends. You know what, Mariah? He kind of just runs back and just stares at your face. We're such good friends, you can have a second one. Both hands, middle finger as he walks off.
Oh, I will copy you and do the same thing.
Is this a secret handshake you guys are performing?
Made it years ago together.
Oh, what good friendship. Stu just kind of chuckles.
So yes, you now have a caravan and 2 Elnuks, which are the giant woolly goat things.
Delris will just be
Luffy.
petting them.
He would also have left you some Freljordian grain to feed them on.
She'll just be kind of there, like, just petting them.
It's like, yeah, it's time for us to go. Delris, get in the caravan. No, Delris, get in the caravan. But they're out here.
Just kind of puts Delris on top of one of them.
Oh,
These are
we
quite
lost
large, by the way.
we had to lose Raka.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, reflux. Okay. We lost a Raka, but we've gained a Zac.
I've been here a little while.
I know you've
Yes.
been here a
Says
while.
the Elnuk. No, this is just a second Poro's voice.
I'll be your friend.
Now have a third
This
Poro.
is just the Noxian Poro.
Anyway, so you got your caravan, you got your food, you got your drink, you've got your transport. You've got a bit more of Mariah's backstory somehow.
Like, is there anywhere you've been where you haven't pissed someone off?
I make friends all the time, so no.
Mariah, make me a history.
Oh dear.
What do you mean pissing people off? You make friends everywhere. You're fine. You're good.
No one doesn't like me. You like me, right?
Yes?
Silence there.
She'll turn away and just sulk.
Delris, make me a deception. No, I'm joking. That'd be more
She's not
Alari's.
lying.
I know, that'd be more Alari's thing.
I mean, she's not lying. It just took her a second.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah?
So, now comes the moment when I ask all of you. Who has proficiency in land vehicles?
Oh,
Only the ones I summon.
nope.
So,
definitely not.
you don't. You three don't. I don't think Waffleberg does. Which unfortunately leaves us with one option. And I'm scrolling down just to see. She does. Your driver for today is Mariah.
Hi!
Mariah has proficiency in land vehicles.
It's like, who knows how to drive this thing? Looks around.
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Oh dear.
Just
Keep
Kuiper,
saying "oh dear" and then deer is going to show up.
just Kuiper in the back of the caravan. I'm in danger.
It's going to be fine. I'll be careful. You're my friends.
So first things first, I'm going to need an animal handling. See if you can get these things moving. Yes. You watch as Mariah just gets in her seat, gets the reins, and just goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. The nuts actually start moving. Mariah apparently does know how to move this caravan.
Oh, that's
Do
good.
do do, so easy. Do 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 do. You're
We
all
are in
so
good
silly.
hands. I wasn't worried at all.
Now the
I
question
just
is,
imagine if we got in that one.
the
If we got
question,
in that one, they started going backwards. Sorry.
well, here's the thing. The question is, who has a map of this place?
We do have a
Lost
map.
track.
I mean, I
One of
believe
you
it
does.
was Waffleberg who had it.
Okay,
I can be the map holder for now if you wish, because I have guiding hand.
yes. That would help.
It makes sense.
So, with the map, you'd know where Ragon's Reach is from here. And you know it would... I said the travel from there to there was a couple of days. So, it makes sense that that would be a day. So, setting off now, which is around midday, you'd be arriving there midday the next day. But that's if you didn't stop along the way to camp out.
I will drive the entire time and try not to fall asleep.
Yeah, we should camp at some point.
That's smart.
Just because, like, you know.
Yeah. So,
I can try and drive throughout the night.
You can't drive.
Just
dream.
drives us into a frozen lake.
here we go
No.
again. Here we go again, boys.
Not again.
So,
Never again. Also, we've kind of lost 2 players.
who have we lost?
We lost Santa a while back, and then we lost Raka.
Oh, right, yeah. For a second, I thought we lost another couple.
No, we lost those 2.
Okay. So, as you set off and you make your way out, the small little gathering of Poros that was outside the village the first time is still there, just playing around. And you set up back along the trail. This time, going a bit more towards the right, just to get around the hills.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do so, oh. Okay. Perceptions.
Perception?
Perceptions.
Mm. Woo!
Okay, Kuiper. Delris. Oh, no, sorry, through Lyra. So everyone except for normal Kuiper. You see what seems to be a small band of people heading towards the caravan. Wait, is that the actual number it asked for? It is.
Just a small band.
Jesus. Yeah, a band of 30 people from what you can make out heading towards you.
going to send the Zeeble to get a closer look, maybe see their intentions.
As it gets closer, you see they're flying the banner of the Winter Claw.
Really?
Some of them, the 5 of them that seem to be leading the pack, are mounted on the boar creatures, the Dravask, was it? Something like that. I've already said the name today, Druvask. And as soon as they see the caravan, they start heading ahead of the pack towards you. You can see they're quite clearly marking the thing up to try and get in front of the caravan.
I'll kind of say, okay. We want to get out of this without a fight, really. Ideally.
I have an idea. He starts summoning something.
What are you summoning?
It'll take 10 minutes. I'm going to make a fake caravan. It's
You do
not
know
much,
I'm
but I hope.
from here. I could probably just speak to him.
Okay, fine. Stops.
Okay, I was about to say if you were doing that, make me an intelligence check, but that's fine.
Okay.
So, you stop making your spell that would take 10 minutes to make, and roughly 5 minutes later, they arrive.
Hi there.
That's why I was going to have you make an intelligence check. You wouldn't have been able to get the spell off in time.
What can we do for you?
We're just checking, caravan exiting with the Elnuks and such, heading over there. Just making sure that everything's above board.
We bought this from a very nice man.
Well, yes, that's true. But we also kind of got the go-ahead to head in this direction from your boss, so...
You got the go-ahead from
From your Scar Mother and Sejani.
Oh, from Sejuani. Oof. Make me a persuasion with advantage.
The non-persuasive sister.
Oh.
Can I try to help with this?
Yeah, go on then.
Persuasion. Okay.
Yours would be with just a straight up one, not with advantage though, Potoo. Because you weren't there
Okay.
for the conversation, you were just at the building.
17.
He kind of just throws a look of doubt at you, Delris. And then looks to Potoo backing you up. Alright. So suppose you did. Still we gotta do a check on the caravan just to make sure that you got no of them Avarosan types with you.
Avarosans?
Nothing wrong with
right. Those guys.
Yeah, those guys. I mean, just by the looks of it. Those two, well, that one definitely seems too pale. Points to, well, them two actually seem too pale as he points to Kuiper and Stellara.
You're all pale.
Yes, but there's pale and then there's pale.
Plus, they're from Targon.
Exactly.
I don't even think
That
we've met
doesn't
any
make
Avarosans
sense.
yet.
No, I don't think we have
Have what?
I don't know if I met any Avarosans.
Avarosans.
Well,
So I'm not sure if we would know an Avarosan if we see one.
well, quite clearly, that one isn't either. Points to Mariah.
I'm red.
Hi.
You're... I'm not quite sure what's even going on with you.
Red.
Exactly. Your friend there is clearly Zarnian. Just Waffleberg in the back doing the shroom stuff again.
Taking a
doing
nap.
push-ups.
Little out of it right now.
And as for you, well, avian, quite a bluishy tint to the feathers.
Not what you think.
Shift's green too. You want to see?
No.
No.
He's from Bilgewater.
So you're saying you're not a follower of the Cryo Phoenix then?
Not a religious person, no.
And there's no one else hiding in there, is there?
Aside from this weird Poro, just holds up Pinco. And the other Poro in Mariah's hair.
Yeah, that's true. There's also some eggplants in her hair.
And all of the
The
other
snacks.
And all the others, it just quick camera pans to all the other pets in the back.
Oh yeah, and all our friends.
You're getting quite the little zoo in there, aren't you?
I'm a snack.
I am a walking zoo.
I'm a snack with 2 C's.
And these are our friends. See this
Oh,
is
yes.
Oh
Draken.
god, you know what? One of the eggplants is just doing that old grimace picture. You're after my nuggies.
This is Draken. This is Sharky. That's Nyx, but she doesn't like me. She only likes my sister.
As one of them is going through the caravan, just to make sure, you'll hear them shout back to the one that's talking to you all. Just shout, "There's no sign of the thing that left the paw prints. We should be good."
Oh yeah, our friend said to keep an eye out for that.
Oh, well, your friend, do you have a name?
He's called George.
Oh, George, good man, good man. Spends too much time doing research and not enough time, actually patrolling the place, but good man
He helped.
nonetheless.
He helped me and my sister out when we were kids.
Well, if George is asking you to do that, do you have a map?
Here. Kind of takes it off Kuiper.
There's
And
a
shows them.
small frozen cave up here-ish where we saw the paw prints.
We'll head there after we've been to Reigen's Reach, though. That one's kind of time sensitive.
Oh, you're heading to Reagan's. Oof.
Yeah, someone's trying to fuck with the world ruin, so we're gonna go and,
I'm surprised Shizrani hasn't gone herself then. Then again, if she's sending you a lot, I suppose that's why. I mean, you all seemed well equipped enough to deal with whatever's there.
Sure.
Just, try and not die or worse.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's fine. We've been through worse than this.
She'll nod.
Not even sure if I can die.
She'll nod, give the whistle to everyone else.
I'm not
They'll
sure
all mount
about
back
you
on the
either,
boars.
Potoo.
And they'll head back to the rest who are waiting. Just tell them to keep moving on to Valor's Hollow.
Okay, let's go.
So, we were like...
To be honest, I told them because I don't think we can piss off that lady any more than we already have, so...
Sounds of it, she's a very angry person.
Yeah, but from what I heard, Alari and Waffleberg really chewed her out.
Well, she must have earned it if she got chewed out by both of them.
We've already done that one, so I can ignore that 16. Night starts to fall. As you get roughly here to the halfway point. So are you setting up a camp?
Should we set up camp or should we keep going?
Probably be smart. Weren't we told that it's not smart to travel during night?
I guess so. Okay. Let's set up camp.
So, you set up camp. Who's doing watches?
I'll take second.
All
Okay.
night.
Kuiper staying up all night.
Kuiper staying all the night, yeah.
Mariah? Potoo?
I will do
I
one.
suppose I'll take third.
Okay, so it's going to be Mariah and Kuiper, then Delris and Kuiper, then Potoo and Kuiper, and then Stellara and Kuiper. So, first watch. Make me a perception, both of you. Okay. Nothing happens. Delris and Kuiper would be up next. Delris knows all and sees all. Delris sees the
Go for it.
infinite wastelands. Delris sees.
She's singed.
No, she does see something looming in the background, though. Just a large figure trundling about in the back.
Hmm.
That was actually probably a poor choice of words. It's not trundle.
Yeah. I was like,
You can roll a nature, though.
Okay. Oh,
This isn't fully put. Bugger off, McAfee.
we lost.
Who we lose?
track.
We lost our Noxian Poro.
So you're not quite sure what this is, Delris. Just seems to be a large figure roaming around in the back. Kuiper, you would have seen it as well with that 19, so you can roll me a nature too.
Give me a moment. It is- Ooh,
It's a particularly large sign stalking the wastelands.
Hmm.
that one of the bears.
Yes,
Ah,
but it seems to be paying you guys no heed.
Okay.
Third watch would be Potoo and Kuiper. Okay, and Potoo. Yep. Through the keen hearing and smell, and Potoo, through your vision, you do. Through the keen hearing and smell first, you do hear what seems to be like a bit of a trumpeting sound, and then the smell of blood. Potoo, you saw this Ursa just take down a mammoth.
Fun.
And I won't have you roll for the fourth one because that's pretty much all you would have noticed for the rest of the night. Just this Ursine dining on this mammoth.
causing havoc.
And as you all get up in the morning, all that remains is a torn into carcass of a mammoth, mainly bones at this point.
Hmm. That guy had a feast, didn't he?
Quite a nice takedown.
Do you have any food to have before you set off? Did you
Yeah.
save any of the kebabs and such?
I have cheese.
Okay. So Delris has cheese. The Poro has snacks under the hat. What do the rest of you have?
The last of the
Eggplant.
cavern. The last of the cavern berries.
Okay. And Potoo?
I mean, I do have some of that kebab left.
Okay. You
I will
also,
give some cheese to pets as well.
you also hear a large trumpeting noise coming from within Legion now.
Hmm.
Just a mammoth in there now.
You guys have a
What
pet
do you-
inside there.
What you laughing at, Potoo?
Well, it appears that the mammoth is now inside my sword for some reason.
Oh. Hmm.
And then another voice enters your head. Dragon's Reach. Never thought we'd be going back there again.
Oh,
Imagine
just mentally
Potoo
locks
going,
on.
wait, come back, don't walk away again, you elusive bastard.
Don't walk away again. Okay, I won't walk away again. Just gets on the mammoth and rides off. So, you all have your quick meal. If anyone wanted to, they can try and top up their rations via carving up whatever's left of the mammoth.
No, thank you.
Okay, so you all get back in. Mariah gets the Elnuks ready after feeding them. And you all set off. And what was that? Oh, fun.
Oh,
Fun.
Oh my.
I'm going to change this
your
up
tone
slightly.
says otherwise.
Yeah, I'm going to change this up slightly from what it says, but I need you all to roll me a perception as you get roughly here. Oh, here. Here. Behave, you're not on a grid. Where are you? You don't go. You've got a caravan job to do.
Slowly trying to
Hello.
figure out how to get the room from the two.
So. These are going to be... Oh, there they are. That's the names. Slash R1D5 for that. Oh, that makes it a lot easier. Where'd my phone just go off? Lyra, Delris, and Potoo. You all hear the noises of a creature that definitely sounds familiar. You hear a wild claw nearby. Potoo, however, as you look over towards where the noise is coming from, you quite clearly see a large figure striding behind this wild claw.
Like it's chasing the wild claw or it's following the wild claw?
It's following the wild claw.
Are they headed towards us?
They do seem to be doing so, yes.
Pointing us at Delris?
Okay.
Delris looks over. He's like,
Oh. I wonder if they'd be scared off by fire.
I don't know. Do they
Fine.
appear to be a
Hi.
Noxian or something?
Make me a nature check.
Yes, nature. Okay, Mike. Let's see if it works. That is a 16 nature.
Okay. Kuiper. Yeah. It's Kuiper. It's one of the Alari. They're back for you. Run. Delris. They're not human, you know that much, and they're large. Potoo. What did you get again?
I got a 16.
This is a troll.
That's a troll.
Can they be scared away by fire?
Blank look, as I think. Didn't the spirits say that one time that they weren't very fond of fire?
They aren't very fond of fire because these are ice trolls.
Fire could scare them away, yes.
Hmm.
Although we don't know if they're actually planning on attacking us or not. Although they are kind of associated with that Ice Witch person, if I remember correctly.
Well, I'll be back in a minute. You guys keep going. I'll catch up.
she's gonna jump off the back of the cart.
Okay.
I'm not too sure
Um,
about this.
Yeah, Potoo's going to follow.
Jeez, seriously? I haven't expected
I'm
you in
there.
this.
I'm fly.
Not gonna follow, but still gonna watch.
Okay.
So She's going to wait for them to get a bit closer to kind of make sure the Arcs are actually following us.
As you just wait there, just slowly approaching. The wild close is definitely following your direction, and you hear the troll go. What's that? You picked up the scent. Oh, it shows where this is then. And he'll
Okay.
look over and see you just stood there. Oh, it's just a little Yumi.
Well,
Bit sunburnt for what's like here, but it's like them ones that follow the mistress, but opposite. Red's the opposite
yeah,
of blue, ain't it?
sure.
Oh, it talks.
Yeah, I can talk.
And he'll just approach you. So what are you doing here then?
Just traveling.
Huh. That's a big bird
What
up
about?
above, ain't it?
Yeah, very big bird.
You with that caravan? We're sure you just stopped at that caravan.
Yeah.
We've been tracking Enoch for some food. And then we get
Well,
you.
can't have our Enoch. We need him.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I need it more, you know. Keep me and my buddy here alive.
Well, I'm pretty sure we need it more to get to where we're going.
That's travel. You can do travel by foot.
Not to where we're going.
We can't eat by foot. We need to eat to survive, you know.
Well, there was a mammoth back that way.
Persuasion. It has been quite a while since we've had some mammoth. Enough meat on that thing for us both.
Think so.
Say, given that you're an odd colour, you ain't. Well, if the blue ones are iceborn and then they become like that, fireborn?
I don't know. Know that me and my sister said that we're iceborn.
I should report this to the mistress once I get some food in me. Given where you've come from, the track's that way. You're either heading to Glacier or to Ragan's Reach.
Hmm. Go get your food, buddy.
I don't suppose you're going to be still around here if we tell you to wait, are you?
Sadly, our thing's kind of time sensitive.
Right, so I guess we'll have to track you down again later.
Sure.
And he'll just wave you off and head towards the mammoth.
Kind of walks back, runs back up to the car. It's like, it jumps back in the back. Is like,
Okay, that went better than I thought.
Trolls, not the smartest people. Who'd have thunk it?
Though, bad news. He may tell his boss about us. Which may mean another one after me. Woo!
Just casually.
Is there any good news?
I mean, he didn't eat us. That's good news.
Is there a way to cover our tracks as we go?
Yeah, we might want to be, like, careful.
Definitely careful if we don't want to get caught by that person.
Well, from what we know, they work for the witch, right? That's someone definitely me and Alari don't want to know. Considering Alari's already blue.
So, as you all get back in, you all head on.
Mm-hmm.
Wiki Dragon's Reach. Let me see if there's any information about this aside from what it just says. Okay. Yeah, I get that. I get that. But is there anything else here? Yeah. Okay. So, as you all arrive in Ragan's Reach, unlike the other two places you've been to,
Mm,
this place has seen much better days. Uh,
yeah.
Destroyed shacks seem to be all around, and
Hmm.
most of them seem to have been just taken by the elements over time, like snow's grown over them, trees growing out the middle of some of them. There are clearly some areas where even snow still refuses to grow here, though.
I need to
And,
find the
and
ruin.
despite being in a Freljord, there's an odd and uncomfortable warmth in the area.
Mm.
And I want you all to make me a perception. Jesus.
Good lord. Double nat 20 on advantage.
Sorry, I got a cat on me. Uh, Everyone but Mariah. There are people here. And Lyra and Delris and Potoo would know. These guys do not look Freljordian.
Mm.
What do they look like?
Zonian, probably.
Yep. They look Zornite.
Hmm.
Basically, the best way to put it is, do you remember when you first came out the ring and you saw the giant thug guys with the giant sledgehammers?
Yep.
Think that, but a bit more roided out, with what seems to be chem tanks strapped to their backs.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
How are we going about this?
To be honest, I just want to find Singed. I don't really care about these guys.
Then what?
Yes, well, I'm sure they will stop us if they decide.
Also, through Lyra's keen hearing and smell, specifically the smell part, there is a thick smell on the air. A couple of thick smells, actually. Chemicals, obviously. Goes without saying. And blood.
Lyra is telling me there is budget here.
Mm.
We should be
I have
careful.
an idea. Look, he wants me and my sister, or he did. Sure, he'd take both his new project and us. So, what if I go up and demand to see him while the rest of you guys sneak around and try and get a good vantage point to attack from?
I'd rather not risk the fact of them trying to unlive you.
I'll be fine. He needs Alari, but he needs my body to be alive. Plus, I'm wily enough, I think, that I can, stop him from unliving me.
Mm.
A voice comes from Legion. I strongly disagree with this idea.
Kuiper just scratches his
Yeah.
head.
Delris, I'm going to disagree with you. We're not going to do that.
I think it's one of the best ideas, though.
There are more people than not in there that
Told otherwise.
probably wouldn't hesitate to kill you.
Or at the very least, kill us lots.
But if they don't know you're there, and you guys are sneaking around, I'll keep his focus.
It's not him we're worried. Well, it is him we're worried about as well, but it's more the rest as well. Also, sure
Yeah, but
note as well, given it's also key in hearing. You're hearing some loud noises coming from one of the sides of the camp. Well, one of the sides of this small town.
we don't really have time for this.
Does this be like the sound of loud beatings?
Lara says there is something going on. Just points in the general direction.
Well, probably they've got 2 Yetis. And they're
Let's
probably
see if we
trying to do
can't
something to
release.
the world ruin.
Well, instead of giving yourself up, why don't we see if we can't do something about them?
But if I'm not specifically trying to give myself up, though, I'm trying to be smart for once.
I understand that, and I trust you with it. But Singe is a bit smarter, if we remember.
Sage just
I
a bit
don't even
smarter,
know
meanwhile
half.
me having to nerf his stats.
Just go there like, look, I'll distract him while you guys let the Yetis out.
Singe is smart, but is he
And
smarter than
then
a smart boy?
you can come back me up. Understand?
I don't like it, but I don't know if we have a better idea.
So,
Are we agreed?
Just blinks and nods reluctantly.
this is the point where I'm having to look up a frozen town map. Guess that one would do if I could find the full size of it.
Someone say maps.
Yes, me. I'm just after like
Give
a
me a few.
frozen town. I think I found one like a Viking village.
Hmm.
Like that would do.
Prepare for spam. I'm kidding.
I
Only a few.
mean, this kind of thing will have to be something saved for the next episode while I get that set up. We've been
Yeah,
recording for
yeah.
2 hours. So now seems like a good time to stop it there for tonight. But
That
I
is
will
fair.
say, there is one last thing before we do end. As I said, you're hearing the beating, and when he points over, he's not pointing over to anything that seems like a cave or something deep going into the ground. It's just to what seems to be a large destroyed building. And Lyra would know that's where the scent of blood is coming from. She would also just about be able to make out a couple of words. Just a quick little sentence thing as soon as the beating stops for a bit. Alright. Now are you ready to tell us where they are? And old man's voice going, I'm not gonna give them up. They've only just come back, why would I give them up? And can you hear these through Lyra, Kuiper?
Only if I elect to,
Okay.
and might as well give it a shot.
You would recognize the voice. It's George.
Points again. Our friend is in there.
Friend?
It's George.
Oh, for fuck.
And that's where we'll end it for this week.
Mother.
Murder cuts to credits. So, thank you all for tuning in, those watching this on YouTube. And we'll see you all next time on the Dark Tides of Runeterra.
Ma!
I don't... Next time on the Dark Tides of Mariah's backstory.
Next time, the dark tides of for fuck!
Next time on the Dark Tides of why won't the NPC stop dying?
Oops, I accidentally woke up Girly.
Oh. Bye.
Charlie's glaring at you now.